welcome to this surprise bonus stream of the Untitled Anarchist Seagull channel. I'm your host, an Untitled Anarchist Seagull, and what we're going to be doing today is something I've been wanting to do for a while. But I just couldn't do it because my GPU was absolutely unsuited for it. Because I had an NVIDIA 1050 Ti because I had the misfortune of having to build this computer just before GPU prices went down, and so anytime I would try to do anything with 3D animation, my GPU would immediately go on strike, and you really can't blame it because it was not cut out for that kind of work. It was getting too old for that shit. But now, for my birthday, I got a considerably better GPU, and so I'm trying to learn 3D animation using Davinci Fusion, Davinci Resolve Fusion, in order to do some cool animations for my streams and stuff. And I figure we can all learn together, and also trying to raise some funds for the crowdfunded translation project, which is currently... The current crowdfunded translation project is Alexandra Kollontai's Social Basis of the Female Question. It is the first full-length English translation of the book, and so far I have successfully financed and completed draft translations of both the introduction and Chapter 1. There are 4 chapters in all, counting the intro, so now I am raising funds for Chapter 2. And that is dealing with marriage and the family problem is the title of the chapter. So if you would like to make a contribution to that, actually I think that's the wrong tip link I've got in there. You can, yeah, it is the wrong tip link. So let me fix that real quick. You can make a contribution here to help make the crowdfunded translation happen. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That was not the goal. How did that even happen? Oh, I can delete this fucking message? And get it off the screen anyway. There we go. That's what it ought to be. Just the one. Don't know what the hell was going on there. Okay, so the goal here, what I'm trying to do, and I've kind of begun to learn the basics of it. I'm not quite there. Is I want to wrap a texture. Okay, I have a gold texture, and I want to create sort of a medallion that emerges from a brushed gold surface, and 3-dimensional letters engraved into it come out reading, "This fucking guy." So that's the goal. And last night I had managed to get at least, you know, as far as, let me see, as far as getting the medallion to emerge from the gold surface. And then somehow I fucked that up. I still don't know exactly what went wrong there. The trouble, see, the way, what you have to learn with Davinci Resolve Fusion is nodes. All this stuff over here is nodes. And nodes are the key to the entire thing. All these, each of these things is either an asset, an object that you're looking at, or, alternatively, an effect that you're applying to it. And when you're trying to layer one thing on top of another, one asset on top of another, the trouble is figuring out how in the hell to connect each of those assets in. So, for example, let me see. I've got the text here. This is what it looks like without taking into account the lighting and stuff. And then someplace in here, wait a second, what's shape 381? Could this be the explanation for why? No wonder the shape has disappeared. Because the shape, that cylinder, this is actually a cylinder, ought to be on here. This is okay. So now we are at the very least where we started out, where we'd managed to get last night before things started to fall apart. And I got frustrated and was tired and decided just link out someplace. And okay, so that's one thing we've got. Now let me see, did I lose my keyframes when that happened? Okay, one thing I do have to fix is that little draw-on effect should not be happening. And I don't know why it is happening. But the keyframes are still in there. Watch, the lighting is... yeah. Okay, so the lighting is doing what it's supposed to. The cylinder rises. Okay, so... there, that's one thing that is working properly. That's a good start. Like, oh, shit, I gotta save that. I worked quite hard only to have that fall apart last night when I was trying to figure out. When I was trying to figure out how to get the text on here, because what I want is for the text to be layered onto this cylinder. So here is... okay, let me see. What happens if I connect this to this merge 3D4? What do I get? I get fuck all. Okay, so that's not how to do it. We do not merge 3D4 to merge 3D3. Whatever the hell we're doing, it's not that. You know... it would be really cool if people who actually know something about this software were to show up in chat. How's everybody doing, chat? I see a couple of people have joined. This is a chill stream in aid of the Kollontai translation and in aid of me trying to learn to do some 3D animation, to do some cool shit, some cool visuals for my streams. Now, my goal here is to cause three-dimensional text reading... Uh-huh. This fucking guy, to layer that onto this cylinder so that it will just gradually emerge from the smooth metallic surface. And if you look carefully, there's a watermark on here. That's because this is something I grabbed off Google Images to mess around with. When I finally get the effect where I want it to, I'm gonna put something. It is something real on there. It is Fox, Fox, Fox. If you're wondering why it says Fox, 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 that's why. So, okay. So we know we do not merge it into here. That's cool. That's one thing. Oh, wait a second. That's not the thing I wanted to demerge. I almost... damn, I did it again. See, this is the thing. You have all these nodes. And these merges are how you combine things. And the trouble with that is... I mean, the better you get at this, the more likely you are to, actually... Oh, hell. I can't... Not only is my camera... Is there any way to just restart the camera? Because not only is that my camera frozen, but it's frozen. That's not really the look I was going for. May just restart the stream. I'll be back in just a second.